Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Distant Stars. In our Dynastic Divinity series, we just got an L-Gate insight at the end of the last episode. And for that to have happened when it did... Actually, hang on, I just realized we have enough to get our research bonus back. Let's do that. No, we don't. Just kidding. It's 4,000 now. You jerks, you keep raising the price. It's so frustrating. All right, so we'll get that in a second. But we could potentially, before the series goes on break with episode 20, which will be tomorrow's episode, I guess, we could potentially get to go through the L-Gate, especially because, as you guys know, I like to do long finales when we're in a mid-season portion. When we're in a mid-season break, I'll give you guys a nice long episode 20. Well, I suppose in this case I shouldn't promise that because I've got a lot going on right now, but I'm going to try.
Construction complete.
Oh, hello. Yeah, you're done over here, so hang on. What else can we do? Still can't enter their territory. Project's already been researched. Can't enter their territory either. Alright, well in that case, you just go back to auto-exploring, please. Now we are saving up civic points. We need 250
Construction complete.
in order to reform our government. We have built the new Capitol building, I think, on Old Oran. Actually, it's building right now. And we have some additional helpful buildings going live. And actually, let's take a look and make sure. I went through a number of my planets in the last episode. Yeah, we're not quite ready yet, but I can build a Paradise Dome. And let's go ahead and throw one down right there. It is using up one of the adjacency slots, but that's okay. Yeah, I went through to check and make sure that some of the extraneous, well, not extraneous, but like just the extra buildings that you can build have been appropriately allocated to my various worlds. Yeah, there's not a lot of mining going on in this case, is there? Let's do a mining network, and then when we expand this, the number of slots on this planet, we'll add some more mining buildings, including a mineral processing plant, to bolster its mining output. Alright. I'll hold off on the rest of those, because a lot of my colonies are still developing. Now, of course, I could go ahead and colonize a 12th world. Was talking about this last episode.
Construction
a 12th core system, I guess I should say. I don't want to have it be over here, just in case something goes terribly wrong. That one has a colony ship on the way. I missed it a few episodes ago with that one going live. I think I was hoping that there might be like a Gaia world out here. Speaking of which, we need to get the fleet out here to clear out these mining drones. I'll do that in a second. But could I colonize another one in the meantime? Go ahead and get like ramen, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Let's colonize using... Let's use one of our other species. Yeah, we can use the Miravandia. And we can put them down right... Yeah, let's put them down right there. Ramen Prime. Let's call it Campira. Ancient drones, answers above. Okay, finally, this chain is coming to an end. We have found the remaining drones drifting into orbit around the planet. We have learned that they are unwitting pawns in an elaborate scheme set up by an unknown faction. Going by the modus operandi of this operation, this faction is most likely a particularly old and particularly clever pirate syndicate. They must have found the drones drifting through space and done what we could not, modified them. While not as impressive as it sounds, all they did was introduce self-contained alien technology into the drones. Fact remains that these alien pirates possess a technological know-how far in advance of our own, at least in certain areas. Having installed their comms devices in the drones, the pirates let them drift through space again, knowing that they are set to assist their original master's colonists and that their drones' ability to accurately identify such colonists has degraded with age. The drones have essentially been fattening up our colony as the pirates watch, waiting for the ideal time to strike. Oh yeah, I remember this now. Our military analysts predict that the pirates will strike within the next 2 years. So we can say let them come and get some influence, which would help us go ahead and end the wait for our new civic. We could capture the drones and send them to destroy their would-be masters. Or we can dismantle the drones for some engineering research, which would help us with our L-Gate insight. I definitely want that, because of the L-Gate insight. That's going to shave tremendous time off of that. So we're going to go with that option.
Complete.
Because we're close enough to getting the civics points. I'm not that impatient.
Complete.
I would much rather have the L-Gate insight sooner. I'm sure you guys agree.
Complete.
Following a long period of growing support for the Free Elections League, the Bokasharan Covenant has finally embraced the faction, adopting their core values and policies. As a result of bringing this faction into the government, they have become more outwardly egalitarian. Maybe that means they will be nicer going forward. They're still xenophobes, though. So. Oh well. So, yeah, let's do another shipyard and trading hub here. And then we can do a fleet. Let's do an off-road trading company. A little bit more energy. It's preferable to me right now. And then the Pesh station. We do have... Throne of Fire is in Pesh. Fleet Academy. Good. So we need to get citadels before long.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
We have some new arrivals on Tikwim. Do need to do some planet renaming before we get too much deeper into the series. And by that I mean before we let the series go on break. So if I let the game cruise by, especially if I use the additional, oh, our stored research is already gone. Where did it go? Did it really go up that quickly? Our base rate is only 5. Where did the 350 engineering research we just got go? Oh no, not this again. Custodian Protocol 625.1 activated. Message follows. Attention, organic civilization. Widespread biological vulnerabilities have been detected in the Ornathi population. In order to ensure your species' viability for the Custodian project, all major population centers will require inoculation. Bioinjection units are prepared for dispatchal to your space upon positive confirmation of this message, awaiting response. This will have unpredictable repercussions. Until these repercussions are revealed, our pop's happiness will be reduced. The next continuum may react positively to our acceptance. Caretaker inoculations modifier added. You know what? We're not xenophobes this time. Let's say very well if it's for our own good. It happened in the High Dominion series, and it was really annoying. But this time we don't have to be annoyed with it because we're not xenophobes. You know, I'll try and be a little bit more open-minded toward it. Again, waiting on 250 influence. I have no idea what civic I'll choose. I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about what the options might be.
System survey complete.
Okay, looks like we have a bit of a food shortage now that some of our upgrades have done away with our
construction
food upgrades.
Complete.
But it's okay. We'll be able to add some hydroponics farms to our stations and remedy the situation before it drops too low. So I'm glad we upgraded that when we did. Otherwise, we'd be in a much different situation. With a limit of only 200 as opposed to 1,000. Can you imagine? We do have room for an additional starbase as well.
Complete.
So hang on, with that in mind, you know what we could do? We could do another mining station. Where else do we have planets? Razogethi has 2 worlds, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do an upgrade there.
Construction complete. System survey
and
complete.
Lasia has 1 world. I could go ahead and do that one. Yeah, fine, let's do it. We need as many slots as possible to build some hydroponics farms. We can fix a lot of the issue right now with just some careful population management on our new colonies. Scientist Joram Den Vothrak has developed new skills. He's a military theorist. Good. Which one are you? Ah, he's one of our newer scientists. He's out exploring in the Oscum system.
Survey complete.
Okay, so I mentioned that I would take Task Force Marasma out for a spin. So we need to clear out some ancient mining drones, don't we? Let's get going. See, we still have an awesome energy income now. Our income is incredibly good. We do want to commission an art piece. Let's go ahead and say it's a deal. And we're going to start with Old Orin. Now, the trouble is, doing this on Old Orin, we don't really have a slot for it, so maybe I'll do it on a newer planet instead. Let's do it on Toraville Prime. Doesn't matter where we put it. Oh, it adds a migration attraction modifier. Does it now? In that case, Throne of Death might be the prime candidate. Alright, the caretaker inoculations are having an effect on some of the pops. Tell you what, I'm looking at this. Do we have an energy nexus here already? We do. It's not going to help as much if I remove one of the most powerful power plants on the planet. Maybe not Throne of Death. Maybe... Yeah, let's put it on a newer world. And on a blank slot. So an art monument on Rimic Secundus. And then you... There you are. Couldn't find the blank pop. It's a running issue, let me tell you. Alright, so we're almost at 250. Shroud is accessible, very good. Communicate. Reach into the shroud. Oh wow. In one of the lower planes of the shroud, we encounter a spirit that has ensconced itself beyond some kind of powerful psionic shield. Leave. Attempt to penetrate the shroud. Medium probability of success. Our telepaths, already exhausted from having ventured this deeply into the shroud, failed to channel enough psionic strength to breach the shield. The failed attempt seems to have provoked the spirit. You were amply warned, maggots. As you tried to invade my world, I shall now bring ruin to yours. Exit the shroud. Shroud incursion. A creature of the shroud has pierced the fabric of space and materialized in the Duraskadon system. This vengeful avatar has amassed a tremendous amount of psionic energy and is using it to lash out at anything and anyone unfortunate enough to get in its path. It must be stopped! Holy crap.
Invading heretics.
So this is in Duraskadon over here, and we actually have a colony ship that was on the way. That was the one... That just happened to be where our colony ship was. It was on the way to our new world. Oh, that's really annoying. Of all the systems for it to spawn in, it's going to spawn there? Alright, so here's the sonic entity. How much... Can I tell what its hit points are like? Alright, so you are really strong. And I have no idea... I feel like if I send my fleet against you now, it will just die. Pointlessly. But let's try it. Let's see what happens.
The apostates are after our spaceport.
You think? I hadn't noticed. Thanks for the pro tip.
Construction
Tell you what,
complete.
let's set you off of passive and just tell you to frickin' go to Rimic. Because we need to colonize that world. If it's going to ignore the colony ship, then go. Like, just frickin' go. And where was it going to put you? There? Yep. It's going to be Rimic Tertius for now. We'll rename that stuff later. Alright, good. Colony ship is
System
doing its
survey
thing.
complete.
Oh wait, now it's going after the colony ship. Are you serious? Come on. You can escape. Alright, good. Got away. Task Force Marasma is... Okay, good. Now it's just waiting there. Okay, we can get some additional influence for some energy credits. We have abandoned the attempts to create sense-centered media. It was a foolish idea and has brought nothing but wasted time and unpleasant odors. In order to find our way back again, we will need donations from our trusted patrons. We thank you for your continued support. Who would like to donate? Okay, so with that being done, we have a civic point. Let's reform the government. We are currently a feudal society with mining guilds. We could have an aristocratic elite to improve our governor level cap and our leader capacity. We could have a corvée system, which would reduce resettlement costs. Cutthroat politics would make all edicts a lot cheaper. That's tempting. Efficient bureaucracy would give us 2 more core sector systems. Environmentalist would reduce consumer goods costs across the board. Free haven would improve alien migration attraction. Functional architecture would be a reduction of building cost across the board, which I like that idea. We can go for Philosopher King. It is not enough to simply rule the ship of a state. The ship of state must be guided by a king that wields enough wisdom and knowledge to steer it true. I like that idea. I like the idea of having really powerful emperors and police state. I'm going to go for Philosopher King. I think that could lead to some cool stuff. I mean, we weren't able to get the immortal leader, and we might not get the chance again, so that might be the next best shot at having some really cool emperors for the remainder of the series. So, reforming government at a cost of 250 influence. Done. Okay, so now...
Construction complete.
Our maximum skill level is 8. So High King Verpim 1, who is currently 115, can level up a little bit more. All right, Ipragara. Build an anchorage, and then a naval logistics office. And we need to really focus on food in the next few colonies. The shortage should be short-lived.
Heretic fleet engaged.
Oh, you're already there. That was fast. Let's watch then. Or do we want to watch the actual ships? Yeah, let's watch our fleet instead. There we go. Are we on speed 1? Yes, we are. It appears as though the enigmatic cache is now done with its scan of Throne of Death and is seeking another target planet within our borders. A relief for the citizens of Throne of Death. Alright, it looks like we're killing it. Cool. We defeated it. I was not expecting that. Let's go ahead and reinforce. Now, will that leave wreckage for me to investigate? Is the other question. No, don't see anything. Alright, well. That was kind of annoying. That base is going to reconstruct itself over time. But now we have enough influence to continue expanding, finally. Let's have Task Force Marasma come back out this direction and do what I was originally going to have them do.
The spirits have granted us.
Ah, there he goes. High King Verpim has died at the age of 115. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to the Citadel of Faith. So with High King Verpim... Actually, why is it High Queen? That title is wrong. This keeps happening in... or maybe it happened with the Philosopher King edition. I didn't realize that was going to change the titles. Okay, good. I can rechange it. So we're going to change this back. All Father. Thank God. Alright, there's no air at the moment, but hopefully we'll also be able to change that back as well. So All Mother Jorim has taken control, and we now... Unfortunately, colonies will be a little bit more expensive again, but army morale will be higher, which will be nice. Alright. So we've unlocked the Citadel of Faith, and we're building it. Now we can improve our starbase capacity. Empire leader capacity, leader recruitment cost would be good. Frequency tuning.
Construction complete.
Tell you what, let's go ahead and go for a habitability modification. Well, no, not yet. Let's go for cheaper edicts. We've been sitting on that one for a while.
Faith to a new world.
Good. Let's get lots of food production going on that world, shall we?
System survey complete.
Wait, can you do Citadels of Faith on all worlds? Or is it just one? I assumed it was just one. Let's see. Mineral processing plant will be... Well, actually, no. An energy nexus could be a good idea here now. Let's go ahead and throw that down. Energy grid, rather. It will be a nexus at some point in the future, but not yet. Not yet. Anchorages. Hydroponics bay could work here, or we could do a black hole observatory, because it's around a black hole. I totally forgot we have those. We need to put those around black holes, too. Let's do that there. Totally forgot we have them. And also the... where is our... These guys might need to be our first vassals. We might need to uplift them and make that happen. We're getting close to a point where we can start thinking about it. Do we have any enclaves in our territory? I don't see any. Task Force Marasma is on its way. So why don't you go ahead and... Oh, I've got 2 ships there. You build that starbase. We'll build another one in just a moment. Alright, this anchorage also needs... This could eventually have a colony outside of it, so I like the idea of having a hyperlane registrar here that makes jumps faster through this territory, because if they needed to move quickly through here, especially to get to this wormhole... But I also like the idea of just a resource. Let's just do a resource silo. I'm not going to put a hydroponics farm on this one, I don't think. I'm not convinced that I'm going to need to do that many hydroponics farms, if any, to be completely honest. I think I can resolve the food shortage using my colony worlds. Okay, so the Vor Technocracy has broken, or rather the Gyroid have broken their non-aggression pact with the Vor Technocracy. Albanian civilization encounter. We have detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on V. Kaskan in the Kara system. So they're here. They appear to be in the later stages of a Bronze Age, having mastered early metalworking. Although most of their population is rural, several large city-states have formed. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. They're a good ways away, so I doubt that's going to happen. However, let's go ahead and keep these upgrades happening. Please and thank you. So that starbase is being built. We're at our starbase cap at the moment, but again, with these new colonies we're throwing down and new population coming in all the time, that should improve. Let me take
Construction
a quick look.
complete.
We're getting to a point where I can justify... Oh god, ancient drones. Where I can justify having an additional fleet. The pirate fleet has arrived somewhat later than expected. Judging by the makeup of the fleet and formations used, they have rallied their allies in an effort to pillage and burn Rosagale Secundus as quickly and decisively as possible.
One of our stations is beset by enemies. System survey complete.
So that... I shouldn't have to bring any ships to deal with them. This station, I think, has got it. I haven't even upgraded. Haven't even upgraded this the station yet, but okay, we've got a few new choices to make here. Let's see. Yep, let's do new biolabs because I think we just finished the new physics labs tech, right? Yep, that's what we just finished. Very good. So that's good timing. Power plant 4 and 5, also good timing. Plasma accelerator, possibly even better timing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because that won't take long at all.
Construction complete.
These guys are going to die, and we can get a new tradition. Hang on. Shipyard build speed and building build speed increased by 15%. Yes, please. 50 months until our next policy. Or tradition, rather. Alright, you're upgrading to a Starhold. What are you doing? Nothing of consequence. You're both upgrading to a Starhold. Let's see.
System survey complete.
So Task Force Marasma is still on their way.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
Yeah, so you're starting to see the food shortage go away. And I have a bunch of labs to upgrade. Like a lot of them. Yep, let's do a basic science lab there. And this can be a power plants, and Tiquim Prime is done with that. Alright. Yeah, see, that food upgrade is going to help. Tiquim Prime has a lot of food tiles. So, especially when this hydroponic farm is done... Boom. Yeah, that helps a lot.
Complete.
Let's queue up those upgrades as well.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
So many upgrades. So just keep an eye on the research counts up top, because they're going to be changing pretty rapidly.
System survey complete.
Alright, so is there another... No, I think we just finished... Oh, that's right, we just finished this one. And now we're just waiting on Task Force Marasma. And they're getting close. They're right here. We've got a few ships following, trying to catch up with the main fleet. Which is kind of funny. Like, wait for us! We have orders to join you!
Construction.
Please wait for us! Lead Admiral just trolling them. Catch me if you can. I don't know. It's a funny thought to me. Okay, I want to build another station somewhere over another black hole if I can find one. We've got the Zucconis black hole with a station around it. Eurocannon's maw. See, this is the L-gate station. I feel like it's probably justified to go ahead and put a powerful starport here. So let's do that. We have a couple of L-gate systems. Brune Singularity being the other one.
The spirits have
Rimic
granted us
Tertius,
new wisdom.
same thing. I kind of... Well, first of all, we need to have a growth bonus on this world, so let's do a gene clinic. And let's also go ahead and get the temple ready, because the unity is very important. Plasma accelerator research complete. Time for the 0-point reactor then? I feel like it is. Let's go ahead and get that done ahead of time. And we have enough influence to add another system, but we don't have room. We have to wait for the other ships. So Tick 1 Prime. Oh wow. Holy crap. Migrants everywhere. Go on food tiles, please. And the Paradise Dome can be built. So I don't want to put it on a food tile, but I mean, its base output is food, so we'll start with that. And then you can also, let's put our 2 growing pops. So apparently we still have different Ornathi pop types. I'm probably going to fix that right now, as a matter of fact. Or maybe I'll wait till the new biolabs are done. It's going to take 23 months, and then we're going to fix the rest of the Ornathi, because we have 2 different Ornathi species, given that some didn't get modified. And I don't want them to
Construction complete.
get carried away, so to speak.
Construction complete.
It's just annoying. I can't wait for them to actually fix that bug. I thought they'd fixed it, but they haven't. All right, another rivalry declaration. I'm not terribly surprised. Not quite time for an energy grid yet. Let's do a power plant. And here I'm going to do a hydroponics farm just for posterity. Upgrade that hydroponics farm. Yeah, see, do we have 3 different Vor species? Or 3 different Ornathi? Oh my god. How did this happen? These are some of the original Ornathi, still with the same slow learners. Oh, that pisses me off. That pisses me off to no end. Okay, if I apply this template to all,
Situation log
it's
updated.
gonna take 17 months. Just do it now. Just do it now. Get it over with. It's so obnoxious.
System survey complete.
Get it freaking done. And Campira may as well. No, actually, I'm not using Ornathi to colonize that, so Campira shouldn't be an issue. But, good lord.
System survey complete.
Physics lab. And what else? Let's do a mining network. That world is not particularly...
Construction complete.
It doesn't really have a lot going on mining-wise.
System
Task Force,
survey
where are you?
complete.
Finally getting close. Okay. They are here in Tikwim. So we'll clear these guys out before the end of this episode, just because we've been waiting the whole time for it to happen.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Our population is growing rapidly. Okay, this is going to be our energy grid on that world.
Construction complete.
We have a ton of minerals. And we definitely have enough room for another fleet at the same size as our current one. So it may be time to go ahead and set that up. Yeah, there's a few corvettes waiting to rejoin. You know what? We could make this 16 and 16. It would be a perfect... Like, the fleet would be perfectly at its command limit for now. Okay, let's create a new fleet. Now, this one has the Genarian and Licarian. We're going to leave that. There we go. Same thing. We're going to have 16 here. What was it? 4 of each cruiser type? Whoa, hello. There it is. Alright, so now we just need to click Reinforce Fleet. And that fleet will start getting built.
Construction.
Now this is going to take a chunk out of our energy income, but it will also really, really help. Look at these ships. Look at this. Look at how fast they're building because of all the shipyards we've built. This is an entirely new fleet coming together in seconds.
Survey complete.
Alright, Task Force Marasma. It's your moment. The music's even here for you. Come on. Alright, let's see.
Construction complete.
Okay, so I gave them the order to wait there. Looks like the other ships caught up immediately, or almost immediately. Let's give them a second to finish catching up, because I still see one in Ridgeon.
Construction complete.
Couple in Ridgeon, actually. Actually, yeah, several. And you know what? We have a lot of spare influence, so we could use farming subsidies to fix the food output situation temporarily. We could do Declare Saint again to get a unity boost, which would be nice. Map the Stars to improve survey speed. Diplomatic grants. Let's do Map the Stars again. And we'll have Declare Saint as an option before long.
Construction complete.
Alright, Task Force Bosca
System survey complete.
is forming in the core territories.
Construction complete.
It's going to be expensive to build it, but we have an impressive mineral income at this point. Nothing bad has happened in the series yet.
System survey complete.
So-
Construction complete.
Alright, Eurocannon's Maw, you need a black hole observatory right now.
Construction complete.
In memory of Mercedes Romero. What a track. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and queue up several orders. And of course we have this wormhole over here too, which I didn't even see.
Special project complete.
The HSV Tellurian has successfully restored power to the automated shipyard over Sala 5. The facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order, using what materials it had on hand to build 3 advanced raiders of an unknown design. Unfortunately, the ancient facility broke down completely afterwards and has been deemed beyond repair. We have sent crews to the new ships and commissioned them into our fleet. Excellent. So let's set your home base to the Tem station and have you come home. And then we have a construction ship that's in Sawa that also needs to come home. Let's have them come up here, and then come back and watch our marauding fleet do its thing. Ah! Well, bad timing, but I'll read it real quick. Greetings, Oranathi. We understand that your empire has come into possession of a cache of data containing the brain scans of an extinct species taken from the very world they once inhabited. Even though your species is still too primitive to utilize this data, we laud your efforts in preserving this last remnant of a once vibrant civilization. As part of our efforts to conserve and catalog endangered species in our Endangered Species Preserve, we wish to take this data and use our cloning technologies to bring a small number of this species back to life. Will you share it with us so we can fulfill their last wish together? We will make a copy for you. Alright, so that's the sound of debris. I'm going to need to send my science ships.
May the spirits forgive us.
Oh, relax. So let's make sure now that we're done. We're done. Okay. All the Oranathi currently are matching. Do we have any colonies establishing themselves? None. Alright. Thank God. This is actually a pretty impressive system. Let's have a look up here. Where are my closest science ships? Closest one is here. Let's have you come to that system and explore it.
Construction complete.
Let's activate Declare Saint. 8 months away from another tradition. Not bad. Benign inoculation. The inoculations given to us by the ancient caretakers have proven of immense benefit, reducing illness and increasing the life expectancy of our population. The initial mistrust among our people about the mandatory procedure has receded, and everyone is enjoying a healthier, happier life. So we now have faster pop growth speed, permanently, and better leader lifespan. That's fantastic. Didn't see that coming. Okay.
Construction complete.
This is going to be over relatively quickly. We didn't get the last Elgate insight in this episode. I feel like we might be getting close.
The spirits have granted
What have
us
we
new
here?
wisdom.
This might be where the L cluster is, right out here. Look at this. Speaking of the L gates. All right, 0-point reactor. Let's see. I think it might be time for this. It might be past time for this. Let's go ahead and do power plant 4 and 5.
System survey complete.
Almost done out here. We need to fully survey this stuff, of course, before...
Construction complete.
I can't use experimental subspace. Oh, it can't be evasive. That's set to passive. Okay, let's do it. I want them to jump to teal. Go. Oh my god, that's so cool. Alright, so it's on its way. And, okay, ship upkeep reduced by 10% or building upkeep and starbase upkeep. We have a lot of buildings. We would probably benefit more from going for this one first. Done. Although ship upkeep is also pretty substantial at the moment. Yeah, there's definitely more worlds out here. A tomb world. I saw something else that's now gone. Not sure why, but... Okay, so we've cleared those guys out. And there's a few more ancient mining drones in this direction, but I'm not going to worry about clearing those out. We're going to leave them there for obvious reasons. And there are a few more in this direction as well, but I'm going to... tell you what, let's explore a little bit farther with a fleet. And then we'll recall them. And I also need to end this episode. Going a little bit long today. Rimac Secundus. Let's get a mining network built for you. Food-wise, it looks like we're recovering. Let's make sure we keep that going, though. Holy crap. So many new things. No, I need engineering more than anything right now. Basic science lab for you, and then... blank slot, mineral processing lab. Or no, let's just do a mine, and then we'll do another... We'll add to that later on. Oh, hello. Didn't even know this was here. We also have a ton of energy now. Holy crap, look at that. So we will need to see if there's anything else we can do with the various enclaves in the beginning of the next episode, for sure. That's gonna happen. You need a gene clinic. Betharian power plant eventually for you. And I'll do more when the time comes. But let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm going to let that be a hydroponics farm too. May as well let this world kind of help me overcome the food problem. Yeah, see, you're on that slot. I understand that you would like a building so that that indicator will go away. The unemployed pop, but no can do at the moment. Okay, so we've got a tomb world, a tundra world, and a Gaia world. Yes, there's a Gaia planet. I knew there would be, and it's close. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to send Task Force Marasma to actually guard this Gaia planet in Arcturus. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. So cool. And it's in the Arcturus system. beautiful binary stars. So freaking sweet. Okay, so I'll stop this one here, and we are going to conclude this section of the series tomorrow. We're going to take a break from Dynastic Divinity for a 20-episode stretch and bring in, like I said, a game that I haven't played on the channel yet that I'm very much looking forward to showing you starting tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. New episodes in this will come back after that series has had its run for 20 episodes. And also, if you're going to be jonesing for Stellaris, I am going to try to bring back High Dominion in a different time slot while this series is on break. So if you're just dying for a little bit more Stellaris content, I think that might be one way to tide you over, because we still have that series to finish up since we've defeated the Pretheran Scourge and just have to get the victory conditions met. And we're overwhelmingly... we have the odds overwhelmingly in our favor, so that's going to be a fun one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.